when it's been a minute since you've done, I just feel out of practice whenever stuff like that happens. Uh, you have to redo videos sometimes, and this is definitely a redo. So, ugh, ugh. It's just a little bit of real talk right here, to be honest with you. Every so often I'll do these. For those, yeah, I've gotten my ears lowered and I've taken my hair off, taken the beard down. I just feel like I need to refresh a bit. You know what I'm saying? Just ugh. I feel halfway decent again. To be honest with you, it felt nice taking a shower and feeling the water hit my scalp. That hadn't happened for a while, to be honest. Letting it kind of grow, let the hair and everything else grow a little bit too long. I like my beard longer, but it's getting a little bit unruly and everything's getting caught in it. I don't care if I use beard wash or anything. It just wanted to stick there. That's not fun. So the last week there was some content. Week before that there was a lot more content. Then for about previous 2 months there wasn't a whole lot of anything come off the channel. About a month and a half really, other than gaming streams and stuff like that because the computer went down and we had sickness around the house and holidays as well. I'm gonna be honest with you. For about the last week and a half, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I could pretty much have streamed Rust every day from my PC. A lot of y'all wouldn't like it, but I've been happier than a pig in shit. Just not gonna lie. Um, I'm just gonna be dead honest. I think I have, which me and a couple of people that have been, I would say subscribed, but are friends now. We've talked a time or three, and I'll be honest. I think I've kind of overcomplicated things with the channel. I've tried taking it in too many different directions or what have you, and I've kind of gotten away from the reason why a lot of you watch, other than the fact of reacting to stuff that you like. A lot of y'all seem to like my laugh. I never thought that was something, but between that and just looking at either history or just interesting looking stuff, whether it be rally type stuff or whatever, um, yeah, just I don't know. To be honest with you, the last couple months have been personally for me unfun for the channel because I've felt like I've had to take and find because I don't like doing what other people look at. I've never liked it, um, and it's not so much part of it stepping on people's toes. And I know everybody wants to take and get all of us reactors our different opinions on the same video, and for me, if I see more than one or two people have done it, I don't want to touch it. I just don't. It's like it's been done. I want to find something different because that's how you take and get. That's how you grow your community. You take a look at something that other people haven't looked at. You don't take a look at the same crap people have looked at unless you take a look at music and 400,000 other people have looked at freaking the newest Eminem song or what Snoop Dogg has done. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just for reactions as far as comedy and things like that, you're going to get overlap with other channels. That's just inevitable. But you want to take a look at stuff that's a little bit more, that's different. That kind of sets you, hey, I haven't seen anybody else taking a look at this. And I've tried bringing in TV shows and movies and things like that, which I still want to take and react to, but this isn't the channel for it. Still game, I'm going to keep on this channel. I think I'm going to take and put the remaining seasons to take a look at of Doctor Who on my TV, anime, and movie channel. Number one, it's such a long form content. Number one, it's such a long form as far as the content wise, as far as not only the editing purposes, but also um, just how long it is per episode. Number two, on that, I don't mind taking and watching something that people like and it not getting as much views as some other stuff. But the views on that vary so wildly from video to video, reaction to reaction. If it's a popular episode, I don't know it until I've reacted to it, and put it up. Oh, I loved this episode, and it might get 10, 12, 15,000 views. But the next four could be duds. And for a channel, the way the algorithm and everything works, and I hate to take and have to play to an algorithm, but for the health of the channel, that's what you have to take and do as a content creator, unfortunately. It's just the way that things work. If you've got more than one, or if you get more than one or two videos in a row where your views lag, well, YouTube stops pushing it out further. So then you take and get into the thing of where, oh, well, you've had two or three videos in a row where you're not meeting that. It's safest, it's healthiest to take and get at least 10% of viewership per video. And the ones that exceed that are great. I've always shot for 20%, and I have fallen far short of that in the past year. Just it's like since November of the previous year, everything's just down. I've thought about pivoting content to something else, but this is the bread and butter. This is what I enjoyed. I do enjoy doing this, but I've tried because of that dip in viewership. I've tried, I think, overcomplicating things. So we're gonna kind of go back to basics on the channel going forward. It's gonna be comedy. This is gonna be looking at history type stuff, and that's gonna be pretty much, we'll take a look at some sports stuff and everything like that, but um, especially comedy. Like that's just always where everything seems to do. Y'all seem to enjoy it the most. So we're gonna take and go back to basics with the channel. Now I can't promise that I'll go back to basics on every video with editing, but I like to have fun too outside of just taking and doing the reactions. I'm gonna take and I'll take and post when I'll post here when I've got the Doctor Who episode up, and I've had it. People on Patreon have had it for about the last 2 weeks. Um, so I'll post on here when I put it on the other channel, and where you can find it and other stuff that I'm gonna be uploading to it. Uh, I've got to. I don't know, man. I feel like last year, as good as I did take and get as far as growth and stuff like that, for me it wasn't quite as fun as what it's been the last couple of years. I love doing this, and for me that was a bummer. We're going into a new year, and to be honest with you, if the views kind of do what they did this past year, that'd be this channel dying on the vine essentially. Because it's great to take and I love seeing a video get 1,000 views, but at 110,000 subscribers, I've got problems if that's the case, unfortunately. And even at 5,000 views, I've got problems in that case, unfortunately. And that happened far too often this past year. And I don't mind it because that means people are still watching, but my stuff gets pushed less and less. And I think a lot of that has taken to do with the fact that I did overcomplicate a lot of stuff this past year. A lot of that's on me. To be honest with you, I think I need to do that anyways because taking and doing the shorter form stuff as far as comedy is concerned, or even a 15, 20, 30 minute history video and stuff like Still Game, it's a lot easier, number one, as far as editing is concerned, but it also allows me to focus more on um, stuff that I also have interest in that I want to create content for that I really haven't had time to take and do. Because I tried taking, when I say doing, complicating stuff, I'm so far behind even for my Patreon right now. And it's partly because how I set everything up, but it's also partly because of the issues that have arisen personally and technically here for the channel. So for this channel, we're going back to the basics. We are going back to the basics, and not everything is going to be UK related. It's not. Um, that's still going to be the bulk of everything. I mean, shoot, I've still got to take and finish Still Game. There's a ton of Jimmy Card stuff. There's a ton of other comedians. I want to look at Sarah Millican. I keep getting told you need to take a look at her. She's funny. Tim, I want to see more Tim Vine stuff. There's a whole lot more Tommy Tiernan type stuff that I can look at. There's a whole lot more stuff I can look at, but I'm going to be Y'all gonna take and see comedians from here and anywhere else that I can find that I think is gonna be funny. So just some real, I mean, just some basically status stuff, man. I appreciate everybody. It's just, I every so often I feel like I need to take and be, transparent. Like, here, look, this is what's going on. I don't I don't feel like I owe it to y'all to do that. It's just I feel like sometimes every so often just clear the air and be like, look, this is kind of how I'm seeing things. This is kind of, I'm gonna be honest with you, if within the next year and a half, if you see the channel content pivoting, just know it's not because I kind of want to or anything like that, because I've got these other channels I want to take and do. It's because of the way YouTube, and it's not just me. There's a lot of other creators who are having the same type of issues with stuff. So I appreciate each and every one of y'all greatly. Um, if you run across this and some of my content choices turned you off, to be honest with you, I can't say I blame you. To be honest, because like I said, I think I overcomplicated things. I think I tried overshooting what I could do for one channel and what this channel was set up to do originally. So that being said, I hope everybody's doing lovely. I hope y'all have a very good afternoon. Y'all be good to each other. Love yourselves. Peace.